Hola y bienvenidos a la clase de Español 3 Honores. Conmigo, soy señora Acuña. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I prepared a little PowerPoint that I'm going to attempt to share with you right now on my screen. Let's see if I can make it work. And it is going to work, thankfully. As I said, this is Spanish 3 Honors, ACP Dual Credit. The title of this course at Indiana University is HISP S200, Intermediate Spanish Part 1. My email address is down here at the bottom if you need to get in touch with me. All I ask is that you please do not put the tilde over the N in my email. It is in my last name, but if you include that in my email address, I will never receive the message. A little bit about my background. I do have a Spanish last name, but I am not of Spanish or Latino descent. My husband is Filipino and Acuña is his last name. My maiden name is Stout, definitely not Spanish sounding at all. My father was English, German, Scottish, and my mother is Italian and Croatian. So I started learning Spanish like many of the students at LT in middle school, high school, and I loved it. And I decided I was going to double major at Mizzou with education and Spanish. By the time I was done at Mizzou, I realized I still couldn't speak Spanish without translating everything in my head. So I didn't have any money and I needed to find a job. And that's how I wound up as an au pair in Valladolid, España. That was a one-year experience. I lived with a family. They had 4 kids that I took care of, and my Spanish improved immensely, thankfully. I've been teaching 20 years. The first 4 years, I taught at a high school in St. Louis, Missouri, where I'm from. And then the past 16 years have been at LT. I have a Master of Arts in Spanish Language and Literature through St. Louis University, Madrid, and a Master of Science in Teaching Spanish through the University of Southern Oregon at their Guanajuato, Mexico campus. Both beautiful cities to study, and I recommend. My accent is a little different from the other Spanish teachers at LT, and the kids oftentimes in the beginning, you know, they need a little time to get used to it. So I pronounce my Z's as a TH. For example, the word zapatos, as other teachers would say at LT, I say zapatos. The combination of CE, I pronounce as the, as in the word hacer, versus what other LT teachers say as hacer, with the S sound. And the same thing with CI. CI I pronounce as fi, as in the word fine. Cine is how most of the other teachers pronounce that at LT. That is only because I started most of my Spanish speaking practice when I was in Valladolid, España, and the family was a little bit particular about how they wanted me to speak Spanish. I tell the students that it doesn't matter if they use the accent that I use, or if they use one from Mexico, one from Puerto Rico, they can use the one from Argentina if they prefer. Any which way, I just don't want them to sound like gringos. So that is what we work on over the course of the school years to prevent sounding like gringos. All the other accents are equally beautiful and wonderful. Okay, more information about Spanish 3 Honors. The last day to register with Indiana University is September 11th of 2020. Most of the kids have already started working on this process. They have the information on Canvas, and I foresee that they will all have it done on time. The curriculum is based on this textbook called ANDA. Spanish 3 Honors completes the first half of this textbook. Spanish 4 Honors completes the second half of the same book. The students don't have their paper copies of this textbook yet. It should be coming to them soon. In the meantime, we've been using the e-text that is provided on the Pearson My Spanish Lab website. That's their online practice site and also includes the copy of the e-text. The course is also based on a communicative approach and includes real-world application of the language. It encourages development of critical thinking skills, refinement of speaking, writing, reading, and listening, and includes topics of importance to the 21st century. This year, we will also be showing a telenovela, a soap opera, that comes from the website EduNovela. The soap opera they'll be watching is called El Tiempo Entre Costuras. More information will be coming soon about how to access and watch the soap opera. A little more information about how the students will be graded and Indiana University's policies. This information is on the syllabus. These are the highlights of the most important things that you need to know. The rest of the detailed information is available on the syllabus on the Canvas homepage. One thing that's important to note is that the IU grading scale is slightly different from the Lyons Township one. The grades that are posted on Infinite Campus follow the IU grading scale. Their grades are determined with the categories that are listed here. Attendance is 5% of their grade. Participation is 10%. ICW stands for an in-class writing. It's like an in-class essay that they write. Oral exam, oh, that was 15%. Their oral exams are worth 15%. Homework is for 15% of the grade. Unit exams are 20%. And their final exam, which is not optional, is 20%. Other IU policies are listed here. No extra credit is available for this course. No assignments will be curved. No retakes are allowed, and late homework is not accepted. A couple of tidbits about synchronous remote learning. My goal is to try to provide as many speaking opportunities in Spanish as possible while we are Zooming face-to-face. Well, technology has provided a learning curve in that aspect. For example, figuring out how to make the Zoom work for everybody on a consistent basis. The learning platforms that we're attempting to use for the first time this year. The My Spanish Lab wasn't so easy to register for in the beginning. Even getting that registration completed for the ACP credit has been a little bit of a debacle. But despite all of that, the kids have been amazing about supporting each other and getting through these difficulties. And oftentimes they're supporting me too when I don't know all of the answers. So I'm very thankful for everything that they're doing to support everyone within our group. These days I've been calling them mis angelitos because I have a separate monitor that I just recently got so that I can see them continuously throughout class, see all their little faces. And so I call them mis angelitos because when I'm looking at them during class, it looks like I'm looking up at the ceiling. So finally, I would like to say gracias to all of you for everything that you've done and continue to do to support your students, your children. They are great kids. They work really hard. They care about what they're doing. And a lot of that stems from the things that you instill in them at home. So thank you so much. They are a dream to teach, and they make my job worthwhile. So thank you very much. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me, and this year will continue to be great. Thanks.